going on, family? Back on here with the Juke, man. Today we're going to be talking about Undisputed, Skip and Shannon, man, because what's been going on over the past couple weeks, man, as you know, there's been some little turmoil over there, but specifically, I want to talk about the Giants being on Undisputed, because anytime they're on there, it's never for the right reasons, and I can argue, what are they even talking about, to be honest? But we'll dive into that in 1 second, man. Before we dive in, Road to 1K is still active. Subscribe down below, man. Like up this content. Comment down below what you guys think on this topic, man. And let's dive straight into it. All right, so just yesterday on the 11th, man, Undisputed had a topic about the Giants. But, of course, it's never about the game itself. It's never on the Giants team itself. It's always something around it, man. And yesterday, the topic had to do with Nick Gates saying that the Minnesota crowd was pretty quiet when we played them in Week 16, man. Do I like the comments? I do not. I'm not the biggest fan of it. But it's just hilarious that Skip and Shannon can come out here and just say, who the hell is Nick Gates? Who the heck is Nick Gates? All these different type of things on live air. Pretty much just putting Nick Gates' value at nothing and saying, why is he even talking? It's just funny, and I view it as hypocritical because when Shannon's on the other side and he's getting compared to someone like Tom Brady and Skip is over here making it seem like he's a nobody. Why are you guys doing the same thing to another player? Shannon, you didn't like that when that was being done to you. Acting like you were a bum because you were getting compared to Tom Brady. Yet you want to call this man out like he's nothing. Like, who the heck is Nick Gates? Why is he even talking? Nobody cares that he's talking. It's just funny that it gets put in that light, man. And of course, you know, once again, the Giants are never really on Undisputed. The Giants are never really on these mainstream media. Only when something is going wrong. When the team was going right, when we were in 6-2, so on and so forth, we didn't have no topics out there. There was no topics to talk about. And obviously, me being a sports fan, of course I want to see those type of things. But I'm not mad at that. I'm really not mad at that. It's getting to a point where this is just hilarious because every single time the Giants are on these type of shows, it's all for the wrong reasons. And who cares? Like, realistically, I'm not saying who cares about what Nick Gates is saying. Why is this even a topic on your show? You guys are acting like Nick Gates is a practice squad player, or you're acting like Nick Gates is a guy that never even made it to the NFL. Like, put some respect on my man's name. You got Skip over here saying that he's our starting center when he hasn't even started at center. He started last game, but that was because everyone was sitting down. So, like, at least get your little facts straight when it comes to those things. And, of course, not only just about yesterday. A little over a week and a half ago, after we played the Colts, after Kayvon Thibodeaux had the Angel celebration, you know, I was going to make a topic on that, but I decided to sit off on it. But now this has to come out because Undisputed wanted to go on the Giants again. Kayvon Thibodeaux makes a sack. He's doing the snow angel right next to Nick Foles as he's hurt. I truly believe that he didn't know that was going on. But they over here make a 2-day series on this, talking about Kayvon Thibodeaux before he addressed it and after he addressed it. And talking about Kayvon Thibodeaux should know better, yada, yada, yada. We've seen a lot of younger players make a lot of mistakes. Let's be honest. You know, obviously, I don't want Kayvon Thibodeaux to be celebrating that someone's injured. That wasn't the case when he was on the field. Now, when he was on the sideline doing the sleep thing, I think that wasn't about Nick Foles. I think that was about him closing the game because he likes to call himself the closer. It was halftime, but that just goes along with who he's trying to live out to be. Why is this a 2-part series where he's saying Kayvon Thibodeaux should know better? This is dirty, all this stuff. When, Shannon, when you grew up, when you were playing, people celebrated getting like injuries all the time, knowing that you should be able to discern what Kayvon Thibodeaux was doing and what celebrating an injury actually looks like doing. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, if someone's hurt on the field, you over here high-fiving teammates, getting riled up and stuff like that. He made a big play in a big moment in a big game. This is a game that the Giants needed to win in order to make the playoffs. He made a big play, and he was excited about it. You can celebrate. Everyone dances all the time after a sack celebration, man. It's just funny because Undisputed every single time the Giants are on there. And this is not just for the Giants. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of teams out there that don't get any coverage at all. Once they're on there, it's for the bad news. I knew this. I knew the mainstream media do this, but I just have to address it, and I want to see your guys' comments on it. What do you guys think overall about the mainstream media covering the New York Giants? It's just funny. Every time it's a little topic like this, they take it left, and they don't even talk about the game itself. Nothing about the game. Not one bit. This is the same exact reason why I started the Juke and why I wanted to cover certain teams, because when you're not able to see those things on TV, who's covering the Giants? All you're going to be able to see is Twitter, you know, Twitter or Instagram. Like, at the end of the day, man, we deserve that proper exposure. And Undisputed, man, is just funny. It's just funny at this point. I used to watch the show a lot. And honestly, it's just getting annoying to this point. You know, the only time your team is on there is when they're getting clowned. And it's funny, man, because I hope the Giants go in there. I hope they win on Sunday. And after that, you're still not going to see us on Undisputed. It's funny, man. But make sure you comment down below, man. Comment down below what you guys think. Subscribe. Road to 1K is still active, man. I got my preview dropping tomorrow. It's going to be Friday, the Friday before game day. And, yeah, man, I still think this team is going to be fired up. And, yes, am I not a fan of Nick Gates' comments? I don't want the fans to be all riled up. But, listen, it's playoff atmosphere. They're already going to be riled up to begin with. You think that they're not going to be more louder than a regular season game? It's the playoffs. Well, what are we talking about, man? I got more videos to my left right here. If you haven't seen them, stay tuned for that preview tomorrow, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Go Big Blue. What's going on, family? Back on here with the Juke, man. I'm calling all the Daniel Jones haters. Pull up to this video. Watch this video real quick. The New York Yankees lose the series. We get swept back in the third quarter. The third quarter was really when we started to make our moves. And DeMar, banger!
Make sure you subscribe to the Juke.